crisp carrots and summer squash that have been tossed with a caper garlic vinaigrette and topped with a tangy manchego cheese makes for the most delicious salad. So I sometimes think salads get an unfair reputation for being boring, when in reality, a great salad is both delicious and satisfying. And what makes them delicious and satisfying is when you have a lot of interesting flavors and a lot of textures going on. And I'm gonna show you a salad today that proves that case in point. So this salad is not only delicious, it is actually really pretty. And I think that sounds funny to say food can be pretty, but this salad was pretty enough that it actually made the cover of my new cookbook that's out today, The Art of Pantry Cooking. I am so excited about this cookbook. Off topic for just a minute, I'm what you call a cookbookaholic. I love cookbooks. I collect cookbooks. I read cookbooks in bed, and I have wanted to do a cookbook since the 90s. I never in a million years thought that this cookbook would be born out of that horrible year called 2020, but it was. Wanting to go to the grocery store as little as possible, I decided I was going to cook everything I could out of my pantry, and out of that, this cookbook was born. So this CoverGirl recipe, she's actually from the almond chapter. And the way I did the cookbook is I alphabetized it from A to Z, so anchovies to za'atar. Say I have a can of chickpeas in the pantry, what can I make with it? That's kind of my thought around this book. And with this recipe, I had an abundance of carrots and zucchini and a whole lot of almonds, I don't know why, and I decided to come up with a salad, and this was the result. And I don't know about you, but for me, any great salad starts with a great vinaigrette. At its core, a basic vinaigrette is made by mixing maybe a little mustard with something acidic, like vinegar or lemon juice, and whisking it with olive oil. And there is nothing wrong with basic. But why do basic when we can do a little bit better? So there are a ton of great flavors that are happening in this salad. But there was just something it was missing. It needed that little bit of brightness. So what I did is I added some chopped capers, but I also added a little bit of the caper brine, and that really gave it this brightness and acidity that it was missing and made it just the one thing that I think really takes it to the next level. In a small bowl, I had 2 teaspoons of caper brine, 2 tablespoons of roughly chopped capers, 1 diced shallot, the juice of 1 lemon, 3 minced cloves of garlic, and if you have it, 1 teaspoon of Aleppo pepper. It is a pepper that I absolutely love, but if you don't have it, you can certainly use a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Then whisk it all together with 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. So zucchini and yellow squash do play a large role in this salad. And with most salads that have raw zucchini or yellow squash, you see these nice long, thin strands or zoodles, which are kind of whimsical and cool. The problem is you end up with a really soggy squash salad, which nobody wants. So what I do is I cut mine into what I call rustic style batons. I just cut off the ends of 2 zucchini and 2 yellow squash and trim the sides so that they don't roll. Then cut them into little baton-like slices. Then trim and peel 4 medium carrots and slice them into 1/4-inch batons. Add the yellow squash, zucchini, and carrots to a large bowl and toss them with a vinaigrette. Then transfer the vegetables to a platter and top them with some fresh basil and almonds. Almonds are also a key component to this recipe. It is from the almond chapter after all. And you can use any type of almond you want. Plain old salted almonds from a can will work perfectly fine. They give it that added crunch that you can't get from vegetables alone. However, if you can get your hands on some beautiful Marcona almonds, you have to give them a try. Now, some people will tell you that Marcona almonds are the Rolls Royce of almonds, and they are delicious, no question about it. But they're also expensive, and I recently discovered Valencia almonds, which are also from Spain. To me, they're very similar in taste and style, and they're a lot less expensive, and quite honestly, I think they're just as good, if not better. So to finish this salad, we're just gonna top it with long strips of shaved cheese. So for my recipe in the book, this calls for a ricotta salata. I didn't have any on hand when we started making the recipe, but I did have manchego and I also had Asiago. They're both hard, salty cheeses that would work equally well with this salad. And since we kind of had a Spanish theme going with the almonds, I decided I'd go with the manchego. But honestly, that is the beauty of pantry cooking. You can just use whatever you have on hand. As for wine, I am always down with a Sancerre. It's a delicious wine that marries citrus, green fruit, and grassy flavors and is perfect with this salad. And there you have it. Let me know what you think. If you have a favorite trick or tip for brightening up your vinaigrette, then please leave me a comment. And also, if you love to exploit everyday pantry items like I do, don't forget to subscribe. Just hit that bell below and you will not miss a thing. Until next time.